G'day guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to GJBricks. Now today I'm standing up for a change. This doesn't happen very often. I do it more often actually. I like standing up and presenting. Anyway, what I thought I would do today is give you a Lego room tour and a Studsburg legocity update. Now, first of all, you know I moved rooms recently again, and I've been sort of organising what's going on in here. Part of it was sorting through stuff. Part of it was I took the opportunity, because this room has no furniture in it, to actually make use of that space to put more in here for the Lego stuff. I've also just signed a new lease on this house, which means I can put some shelves up behind me, so that will be happening in the next couple of weeks. And I've also taken the opportunity to lay out Studsburg differently. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of what I've done in terms of tables. I've got more space now for the city. I did tease the other day a layout of the train tracks. You can check that out in my GJBricks video up in the corner. And I was showing how I was sort of planning to have more train tracks, and to accommodate that I'm going to be adding levels into the city. So today I was actually cutting bits of wood for that. So I'm going to show you a quick tour of the Lego room and the mess it's in at the moment. I still have stuff to go through. I actually have 4 boxes of DVDs and movies I need to go through and just get rid of old ones. Like, I used to love buying Blu-rays and stuff, but they do take up a lot of space. And I hate to say it, I need to lose them. I don't have the storage space for them, so I'm going to take away the ones that aren't actually amazing movies. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to take the camera into my hand now and just give you a quick walk around of the room. I'm not going to show you everything that's in here. I'm just going to give you an idea of the chaos that's going on at the moment, that I have actually been keeping under control and will improve over the next couple of weeks, because stuff is being moved around, cleaned out, and tables are being finalized. So as soon as I've got the tables in, the levels in for Studsburg, that will make a big difference. So the first couple of those will be going in tomorrow, and the first couple of new levels will be going in tomorrow. I actually have the wood cut here. I need to actually go to Bunnings and get some supports cut, and also sort of the Lego room, it has sets everywhere at the moment. There's piles of bricks everywhere. I'm going to show you my backlog of stuff to sort. I have a pile of bricks to sort. Anyway, I'll stick the camera up now and just give you a quick whistle-stop tour of what's going on. So the first thing is, this is actually my build table, which, as you can see, is currently covered in sets, but actually got 2 layers of sets. I actually have this table, this piece of wood here, which is from the old Studsburg, sitting on top of the Ghostbusters HQ, which is a bit of a travesty, I know. It's just temporary. This is going to get used very soon with that. Stay tuned for that. I'm a bit excited about that one. But yeah, this is my build table, and then behind it ideally is going to be, I've got sets on display at the moment. I'm probably going to remove a lot of those and put them on the shelves I mentioned behind me. So that'll be coming off. There's my Technic shelf with the Land Rover. I love that new Land Rover. And here's my all-time favourite Technic set. This helicopter is freaking awesome if you can get hold of it still. It is recommended by me, I guarantee. This is going to be one of my next builds. I'm looking forward to that one. Up there are my sort of bigger, more precious sets. The Land Rover box does need to be broken down, and then down here is just a sort of few bits and pieces. Some of that's stuff that's going into Studsburg, like the toy store. I want to get this into the new Ninjago district, which I will talk about in a bit more in a second. And then under here again, more boxes. So I actually have room for my legs under here. I'm not going to show you what's under there, but there's some pretty cool sets under there. Moving around, this box here is all brick links and Lego bricks and pieces sort orders that I need to sort through and put away. It's a bit embarrassing. Oh, and this box too. This is actually mostly tiles, grey bricks, black bricks, white bricks. Yeah, this is all stuff that came out of Studsburg. So this is like all the vehicles and things are in here at the moment. There's my Scooby-Doo mystery machine, which I haven't unveiled yet, but I got that recently via a Gumtree win, which I'm well happy about. And then in here is more a few more things to sort. You remember my my train set I got recently that I'm really excited about, plus I've got another couple of bits to build there, and then that's again more sort of bits of scenery and things that were in the old city, and then all the sets around here. So what's going on here is actually the train tracks are going to go around there, and then I've got levels to put in here. So there's actually going to be 3 levels in this area, believe it or not. So an L shape round the back, one slightly in front, and then a raised one at the back in that corner there that's going to be the space center. So I'm hoping to have this all laid out this week so I can do a proper update later in the week. I just really wanted to do this video because people had been asking me what was happening with Studsburg. So again, we can see I've got, this is like the same size area I had before, but then here I've got a slightly smaller table. This is a 120 by 60, but then in front of it, this here, I've got 2 of these tables, which is going to be the harbour area. So I'll have about 4 times the harbour area, which is important because down there I have 2 boats to build. One of which I will do in a haul video very soon because I'm a bit excited about it. Now over here I have my bricks. This is currently sitting on this metal shelf, which is really inconvenient. It works, but I need to move it because I've got a load more bricks to sort through and put away in here. So this is going to change. I'm thinking I'm going to look for a solution that uses some of this space under here and probably some of this space over here once I've removed these sets up onto the shelves behind me. So this then becomes like a storage area for that kind of thing. I've actually got 1 set to break down there looking at it. But then what you can see is I've got, so there's a 120 table and then there's a whole, basically a whole 3 meters of table here running along there. And you can see what I was doing the other day was laying out, again, if you look at my trick bricks video, I was laying out the tracks here, making good use of my triple junction here. This is the curved one. This isn't where this is going to stay. This is, I was just putting this together to test it, but it works. It works what I was hoping it would do. So that's perfect. So that's going to be going in. And my goal is after this video, I'm actually going to start laying out some of this train track properly to finish it and do another video on that. But you can see the trains come around here. I've got a ton. Let me just move this drawing here. It's my sketch of what's going on. So yeah, it comes through. I've got load of sidings over here. I'd like to have got more in here, but I didn't manage to, unfortunately. But I do like the way I've got it all connected up. So there's 2 ways into that siding now. And then over here you can see the 2 crossovers that I mentioned that were perfect for a sort of smaller space. So I've got the 2 lines running the whole way around Studsburg, which is going to be freaking awesome. But one thing that is going to have to change is my bridge here. This is going to be made twice as wide and about 50% longer than it is currently to make it actually span the space it needs to see. You can actually see it's about in the middle at the moment. That's about how much extra it needs to actually reach it. So that's it. But I'm going to have the 2 lines going all the way around the city. It's going to end up being a proper sort of Manhattan style bridge by the time I finish with it. Whether or not I put supports through the middle, I don't know. I have to decide that one. But that gives you an idea of what's going on. And then there's bits and pieces under here. There's another set I haven't shown you yet. That's going to be a 2,000 subscriber video. I think I need to actually do that video. And then down here, this is the other one of these tables, plus the shelves I've been cutting. So I've got most of the wood from the old Studsburg city. I was able to cut to the right sizes for what I need here. I do need to go and buy 1 more piece of wood from the shops, and they'll actually cut it for me as well, which is good. And I also need to get a load more of these supports cut as well. So I haven't got anywhere near enough of those, so I need to get some of them cut as well. But that will give me my 3 layers of the city, which I'm a bit excited about. I've gone through and worked it out. So this area over here, by the way, is where theme park's going to live. And I'll show you that in my proper plans. But I've got a reasonably big area for that now, which is good. It's about probably 3 times the size of what I had before. So I can actually put some stuff in it and actually start to make it into that proper theme park. One important thing to note as well, there is a space behind here, so I can actually come up and get all the way behind and get to every part of the city here, which is important because in the old one I didn't actually have this space here filled in so I could come up and actually reach, but it was still quite hard to get over into that corner. So now I can get into that corner, and the good thing is my build desk can actually come out so I can get all into this space as well, which I think is really important. So I should have a lot more access to the city. It is bigger, it's not hugely bigger, but I think the way it works now is better, and I'm really excited about adding in this layering and what trick bricks tracks let me do with my trains as well. You can see how much I've managed to cram in here. I'm really happy to have a train yard here. The sad thing is not all of my trains actually fit in this train yard. As you can see, there's 2 out on the track here, and I've got another 2 in a box to be assembled, plus another 2 on the way. What's wrong with me? I like trains. What can I say? So anyway, that's my start. Oh, I've started putting some posters up as well. I thought this room needed this. I love this Iron Man poster. This is from EB Games, which is what's the game shop in the US? I can't remember. Can't remember it. But they own EB Games over here in Australia. I just love this poster. I think that's great. And Jurassic Park's one of my all-time favourite movies. So is Iron Man. So there you go. Two of my favourite movies up there. I'm going to get them in posters. This one shouldn't look like this. This is courtesy of my daughter. My baby daughter decided that it would be fun to squeeze and roll it and do all sorts of things with it. So unhappy about that. But anyway. Yeah, so there's all my buildings currently in there. I've got a couple of sets to build, like the haunted house will be probably the first new building to go into the theme park, so I've got that to build. I've also got the new cargo ship to build as well, so that's going to be one of my next tasks. So that was my new Lego room, quick tour. It's a mess, needs sorting. One thing I didn't show you because I'm a bit embarrassed about it at the moment is I have 3 bags of bricks I have bought from people that I need to, well, 2 of them need cleaning. They're pretty disgusting, so I've got to find some time to do that, and that's going to take time, and then I've got to sort those out as well. One of them actually was immaculately sorted, so very happy about that one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I will be doing a couple more videos this week. I'm aiming to get the train tracks done in the next day or so, and then also put the levels in so you can start to see how it's going to look. I want to kind of do the 2 in tandem, but I'll do them as separate videos because I actually want to test the train track works mostly. The only issue I'm going to have is the bridge isn't done, so I'm going to have to do that one fairly soon. I'm also going to have to realise how many parts I don't have to do that. That's another problem. But I think that bridge is going to look spectacular, made wider, made longer. I think it's going to be fabulous with 2 trains running over it, and I'm excited that I've managed to work out a good way to get 2 train tracks into the city as well. I think that's going to make such a difference to how I perceive Studsburg, at least, because it always annoyed me having to chop and change and only having 1 track. So having the multiple layers has let me run the trains much more through the city, have more trains, and I like the depth. I think cities with lots of layers actually have a lot more character. So this area over the back here as well is going to be Ninjago. Now I have a piece of wood cut for that, but I'm going to actually have to change the size of it and make it shorter than I actually originally thought, which is a shame. But what I'm planning to do is instead go vertical, and the nice thing is I'm going to have a bit of space in front of it too to actually do that kind of bustling Japanese, Asian cultural kind of build I really wanted to do. That I see so many good pins on Pinterest and Flickr and things like that of people who've done that one. So that was my update on the Lego room, Studsburg. At the moment, it's not meant to be a proper update. Please don't chastise me for the fact that the city isn't there. I'm showing you what's happening. I have been doing my best to do it as much as I can. I have been tired, I have kids, and I've been trying to do a ton of other things as well. So I build as much as I can, and the next few days I should get a lot done because I have help with the kids and they're at school as well. So fingers crossed, it's going to be a good last few days of the week. Plus I can hopefully start on building my haunted house set, which I am bloody excited about. Let me know in the comments what you think of what I've just said, what I've just shown you. I'd love to know your feedback and thoughts if you're excited about it, and if you're going, yes, finally, he's going to stop talking about it and actually blooming do it. What can I say? I have been doing it, and I apologise to Mark and Mike especially, that's Dr. McBrick and the Lego room, who constantly get hounded with me about what I'm doing or what I'm planning to do, or look what I did, or this is amazing, but nothing's actually really moving. So it is moving, I promise you. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I post regularly, and keep an eye out for the new updates that I will have coming later this week. And also be sure to check out some of my review videos. I did do the Monkey Kids set recently. Having the new big harbour is going to be perfect for that. So that's just in time. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.